Spiritual intelligence in search of global unity. Spiritual intelligence is the heart's way of inviting us to live through greater love. It is higher consciousness constantly carving out our path of evolution. Yet the heart's language makes sense only to the aware and to those familiar with their own true spirit. The human heart is a truly amazing thing. A thing of beauty to poets, artists, and lovers, the heart has remained merely a pumping device to scientists until recently. Now research is revealing the extraordinary role the heart plays in human existence. It closely corresponds to the view that ancient spiritual teachers have held. I'll share some significant findings. The first, the heart has a consciousness of its own, which is separate from the brain. It is the seat of our soul, its spirit's great gateway into us. The heart also interprets shifts in energetic environment and signals the brain, which then informs the rest of the body. The heart is in charge. And the most amazing part is that the heart can operate beyond time and space coordinates. Research has shown that the heart has reacted to events even before the events have occurred. We call it premonition. The very first cluster of cells in the human embryo begins pulsating as the heart. And embedded within this heartbeat is all the information and the impetus necessary for the development of the human body in the womb and the growth of the human spirit throughout one's life. The heart remains the master conductor throughout. When the brain and the rest of the organs are in coherence with the heart's vibration, we are in perfect harmony. Spiritual intelligence initially taught us to survive, physically as well as psychologically. We saw ourselves as separate and we became strong with resistance training, pushing against one another. Now it is time for heart speak. Spiritual intelligence is coming through to teach the human spirit to thrive. Only in the 21st century is the collective human mind evolved enough to aspire across national borders towards global unity. Our way of seeing the world and the rules of living must change quite radically. The heart accepts everything as is, without judgment, and sees no separation. Separation in the mind is merely a reflection of our own distance from our higher self. All threats that we perceive outside are our own sense of inadequacy. Global unity is then best served by complete love and acceptance of oneself and others, releasing all judgment. Simple, though not easy, this is the most critical ingredient of unity, within and without. And just as we would not judge a child for not knowing trigonometry, we cannot judge the spiritually inept for fighting wars. The spiritually intelligent solution is in neutralizing their fears with the heart energy of love and creating a safe environment energetically. Fortunately, many tools are available today to accomplish this. Open heart meditations, heart coherence practices, and energy tools are among them. Internal integrity is imperative. We need to do this as much for ourselves to alleviate stresses as for the rest of the world. Spiritual intelligence guides us to turn inward. And once we do, all the little details of outer action fall into place.